Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon and Rising for the year of 2019. This is a general reading. So if this reading might resonate with you throughout the year. So you need to come back and see whether this reading resonates with you. So this is a general reading. It's going to forecast what the messages are for each month. You have January, you have February, you have March, you have April, you have May, you have June, you have July, you have August, you have September, October, November, and December. So I have the spread is going to be like this. So I picked one card that represents the message or the theme of the month and what you're going to experience during that month. And I picked another card which is going to describe the the activity or the feelings or the things you will be experiencing during that month. It's like a clarification to the first card, and I only picked the major arcana to explain your major theme during the month, and I used a minor arcana to clarify the major arcana. So if I want to say thank you, Aquarius, you are the best. I love you so much. You guys are always supported this channel, and I thank you from the bottom of my heart for the private readings and for your support, for your feedback. You've been amazing. And if you want to book a private reading, you can read the description of the service down in the description box below. And let's get started with your reading. So the first month, which is January, you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Seven of Swords. And the key words that I've got for this combination is that don't tell your ambitions and your goals to anyone, okay? Try to keep things secrets during this month, because I feel that you guys are coming into a period of fortune and luck, and you might be faced with a lot of obstacles, or people are trying to criticize your moves or trying to criticize your action. They don't wish you well, okay? Not everyone wishes you well in your environment, and you need to be very secretive and sly in the way you do things and the way you plant your project. You know that number 7 is a number where we are faced with certain criticism, we are faced with opposition from other people, we are faced with obstacles, and we are all on our own, and we are pushed to reflect on our decisions. So a lot of people are coming to criticize you about how you do things, and they might be jealous of you because you during this time with a Wheel of Fortune, you could be getting good fortune, and they don't like that. So be aware of people who are doing things behind, private enemies, or you need to be secretive about your ambition, your goal, and the success that you're getting. Don't tell everyone about what you're doing and the money that you're making or the success that you're receiving. Try to keep it a secret, because people are going to criticize you or going to put you down during this month. And you see just try to be very secretive during the month of January. I feel that you're coming into a place of luck, abundance, fruition, and you see the Wheel of Fortune is bringing you good luck, okay? And however, try to stay as low as possible when you converse with people about how successful your life is, because not everyone wishes you well, Aquarius. And the second month is the key word that I found for the second month is where I go next in my love life. So this month is going to highlight your love life and the soulmate connection between you and another person. So you have the Sun card. You see in January you have very positive Wheel of Fortune, which is going to bring you some good positive karmic cycle. And then you have in the month of February, you have the Sun, and the Sun is about optimism, it's about positivity, it's about energy, it's about you going full force in life and having fun. And there are some good news coming in your way. You could be having some children. For people who are trying to have children, you could be starting your own family. But I think that with the with the Two of Wands, okay, you also have the Two of Wands, the Ten of Wands, And the Two of Wands is about inaction, okay? It's about reflection, it's about contemplation, it's about a moment where we are taking a step back and reflecting what we're doing, what we are doing in life. And this reflection is going to be about your happiness in love life. You feel as though that you are burdened and somehow that you want to be loved, that you want to be cared after. You want to find that soulmate who cares for you, who loves you, and who takes care of you. And during this time you are contemplating on that soulmate connection, your completion in love. Okay, you want to have a happy ending during this month. You could be having that happy ending, but you must be willing to let go of any burden that you have inside of you. I feel that you could be some of you could be trying to get, if you are married, okay, some of you could be trying to get pregnant or thinking of establishing a family with another person, but I think that's going to take some time because your partner is not willing to commit, or they're reflecting about commitment. Or it could be vice versa. Your partner could be offering you to commit with you, but you are taking a time to reflect whether to commit with them or not. But there is definitely some happy news in your love life. But however, someone is not taking an action to move forward in their love life or want to take things into the next step, but they are burdened by some other life responsibilities. But you need to drop off those life responsibilities or any burden that you feel in order to make your love life successful. And in March, you have the Lovers card. Again, we are moving from, again, in February, we had this love connection. We had this person who is willing to commit to you. But again, there is this inaction going on inside of you, and there is this great burden which is blocking your happiness. But I feel that you're going to come into clarity and be happy and be with your soulmate, because during March, you're going to meet your soulmate. During March, you're going to have that karmic connection, that twin flame. And this is the month of March. The theme of the month of March is love. Okay, it's soulmate. In October, in March, not October, in February, we meet our soulmate. We might find the right one. We might be contemplating about where our life is going next in terms of love and romance. But in March, the thought that you had in February is going to manifest itself in March. You're going to find a soulmate. However, with the Ten of Swords, I think that you might come across some obstacles. You might come across some heartbreak for the both of you in order to come together. I see that there is someone who you love dearly. And however, you guys are going through a lot, both of you. For this connection to work, you need to unite, you and your partner, and face those challenging situations. And you have the Ten of Pentacles. So you are trying to establish a long-term commitment with someone, and you're having to face some obstacles. That's why I said to you during the month of January, be secretive. Don't tell anyone about your love life. Don't tell anyone about your success. Try to be secretive as much as you can, because people might backstab you, or they do things that might harm your relationship. And I think that with the Ten of Pentacles, there is something involved in the family, okay? There is something that has to do with your family, or there could be, if you are in a partner with your, if you are married or in a partnership, you and your partner have to go through some concept about family, about how to raise children, about how to establish foundation, or the family dynamic is challenging your love life, okay? So, however, March and February are heavily focused on love. And then you have the month of April. And the key word that came into my head is avoiding a disaster. The major card that appeared is the World, which is an ending, which is you growing into your own personal power. You seeing life in a larger prospect. It's about you connecting with much larger audience. You could be traveling, you could be connecting with people from abroad, you could be talking with people from abroad. But I feel mostly that this has to do with you cutting people off or avoiding disaster. You're trying to close chapters in your life, in or because those chapters or those experiences in life have have led your life to be always unstable. So you're trying to put a closure to a situation with a certain individual, and you don't want to deal with them anymore. You see, with the Nine of Swords, you could be overstressed and overthinking about a disastrous situation, or fearing that things might go into the wrong way. This could be with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. I don't think that if you meet someone who is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces during the month of April, they might bring you some challenging events or some challenging scenarios, and you don't want to start something concrete with them. You might be wanting to close things off. This could be a person from abroad that you might meet, but I feel mostly that you're having to avoid them, or there isn't new beginning with this certain individual because you're always going through some difficult times together. And then you have the Strength card. So we have April and May. So in May you have a Strength card, and the Strength card appeared with the King of Coins, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. However, the key word that came into my mind is don't let them get you. You could be dealing with people who are trying to bring you down, or people who are possessive, who are traditional, and you know, they could be narrow-minded and they only think of themselves, or they are very fixed in their nature. They cannot change. And with the Strength card as the message for this month, you have to be strong. You have to be self-disciplined. You have to restrain yourself. If someone is trying to challenge you, do not fall into their games, but try to stay graceful and try to stay strong in any situation that you face. Try to hold on your anger and try to hold on your reactions. Don't react impulsively to any situation. Try to be as cool as possible and as restrained as possible. This is what the Strength card is about. I think you could be challenged by an earth sign, a Taurus. Yeah, an earth sign is challenging you, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, or a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Yeah, those people are trying to challenge you, but try to stay as grounded as possible. And then you have you have May and June. So in June you have the Emperor with the 8 of Cups. And the key word that I received from the divine guidance is a conscious decision to leave disappointment. So during this period, okay, you're going to have to move forward in your life. You might have been disappointed by the people around you in the couple last months, especially when you meet your soulmate. You could be faced with people who do not wish you well, who do not want to see you happy, and you're trying to avoid some sort of disaster with a certain individual, and then you have to be strong against the opposition that you face with certain individual. But then you are making a decisive decision to put those people in their position. You are no longer tolerating the absurdity of some people, the stupid thoughts that people have, or their absurd and, you know, disappointing action that they make towards you. You're no longer wanting to indulge with them. You're setting the record state. You're setting the record. You are taking the lead in your life. You're no longer letting people walk over you, and you're making the conscious decision to move away. You're making the conscious decision to transcend, Okay, the Eight of Cups is about transcendentalism. This is a card of transcending to a much higher level, moving from confusion, disappointment, and deception to a much higher level. So you have finally realized that because we have the Emperor, I need to take an action to change my life and throw away any deception or disappointing situation. So this is going to be during the month of, okay, so we have June, okay? And then you have come to July, which is a very good month for you. July is a month of healing and transition. So you've been disappointed during these couple of months by people or even your soulmate, and you have made a conscious decision to break up or to sever ties with other people. And now in the month of July, you are healing yourself. You are gaining your balance again. You have successfully moved forward in your life. You see the Six of Swords is about moving forward. And you guys are moving forward. You are the winner in the situation that had held you for a long time. If people had put you down, or your soulmate had cheated on you, or they had not had the gut or the courage to commit to you, you finally realized, I no longer want to be in a deceptive situation. I don't want to be disappointed again. And I make the right decision to take care of myself, to heal myself, and to transition into a better place. And then when you transition, when you make that right conscious decision to let go and embrace the change, your lover, your star-crossed lover will come to you. You see the Star card and the Two of Cups. This is very beautiful. You see, here in July, you heal yourself, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, and this self-care is going to bring you love. The message that I got from the Divine Spirit is star-crossed lovers. We have the Star and the Two of Cups, which is the lovers. And this, you have been wishing for your soulmate for a long time, for a potential lover. And they're coming in the month of August. This is a connection that is fated in the stars. This is a fulfilling connection. And this is something that destiny and fate and the stars wanted to bring to you, because you have made some major life changes to not fall into that place where people underestimate you, where people try to push you down, where you have put so much faith in your loved ones and you've been betrayed constantly. You are no longer tolerating that. You could be moving from your family house, you could be moving away from your partner, you could be breaking up with a lot of people, you could be breaking up with your partner, and again you want to, in July you're gonna take care of yourself, and in August you will find someone who will take care of you. And then you have the month of September, and the month of September you have the Magician as your card, and the Magician as the theme of the month is manifestation. It's trust yourself. Trust yourself. You are the manifester. You have the personal power to take whatever you want. This is you persuading other people to follow you, to follow your ideas. This is about you being cunning and being fascinating personality to other people. And then you have the Nine of Wands. This is about you standing up for yourself. You know your personal power. You're not going to let anyone underestimate you or put you down. You're going to stand up for yourself, and you're going to use your personal power to counterattack those people who try to come for you. This is a fighter. This is someone who strategically know what the other person, strategically knows what the other person is up to, and they're able to push them back and protect yourself. You can protect yourself during this month. And I feel when it comes to October, in October you're going to take a step back, okay? You're going to isolate yourself for some time, because you have the moon, and the moon is a period of isolation. It's a period of the dark night of the soul. You're going to go through some transformative period. And the message is re-examine your feelings, okay? You need to be very practical about how you feel. You need to ground yourself. You see the Knight of Coins? The Knight of Coins is about grounding yourself and disciplining yourself. Your emotion could go over control, but you need to stay as disciplined as possible, and you need to stay as grounded as possible in order to not to be pushed into those subconscious feelings that are unreal, that are illusions, and they could fire back at your mental health. So try to be as grounded as possible. And then you have another love situation going on in November. You have the Judgment card, and the Judgment card is about reconciliation, second chances, and forgiveness. And you have the Ace of Cups, so someone from the past could come back to you in order to ask you for forgiveness and in order to ask you for reconciliation and getting back together. I think that you're going to meet someone in March or in February, but you're going to break up with this individual. And then in August, you're going to meet another person who is your star-crossed lover. And then the person that you met in March and February is going to be jealous, and they're going to try to come back into your life and ask you for forgiveness. But I don't think that you're going to do that, okay? I don't think so, because in December, the theme of December is severing ties. You have the Justice card, the King of Cups, and you have the Five of Cups. You see the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, you're going to meet her in April. So this is a potential lover, the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and they're going to come back in November. You meet them in April, March, or February, and they're going to come back in April. But no, you're not going to take them back. You no longer want to cry over spilled milk. You no longer want to indulge in some sentiments or feelings. The justice is seen clearly through people. Is seen clearly through the bullshit of other people and knowing what's right and what's wrong. You have the ability to discern between what is the true identity of other people. So the Justice card is about asking you to see things clearly, see through people during this month of December. And I think that you're putting, you are severing ties with another person. This could be like a divorce, or you're deciding to divorce your partner. The Five of Cups, someone could be regretting something. It's either you or another person, but with the Justice card, it tells you that don't regret, okay? Don't feel sorry, because you need to be as clear-minded as you can during this month, and you don't need to indulge so much in your sentiment and feelings. You need to see things in a balanced, harmonious, and objective standpoint. And then you have the Fool is your card for this year, and the Fool is about new beginnings, taking risk, don't be afraid of risk, have fun, be a fool, go outside and just go crazy in your life. Don't be afraid of trying new things. So your goals for this year is to try things that you have never tried before, and you need to go outside and take risks. If you are always sitting at home and you're sitting at home and you don't go outside and date people or see people, it's time for you to go outside and meet people and talk to them. If you're someone who always wanted to travel, but they're always busy, okay, take that risk, take that adventure and go forward with it, okay? It's about being adventurous this year. So thank you, Aquarius. I hope you enjoy the reading, and goodbye.